What's up, guys? It's Francium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, is it gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back. Very happy to have you here with me. Thank you so much for coming on by. So, today we're going to be taking a look at a castle here in Skyrim known as the Dragonborn Castle. Now, the Dragonborn Castle is a castle located up here in the top left-hand corner of the map, kind of more so over towards Solitude. Now, where are we? We're right here currently with the Dragonborn Castle and the Dragonborn Keep on our map. We are right at the top left of the map towards Solitude. Or I should say, it's more towards just the top of the map, because, yeah, it's more towards the top of the map. But out here, we've got some notable landmarks. We've got ourselves the Dragonborn Stables, Ravenscar Hollow, the Steedstone, Widow's Watch Ruins, and the Orphan's Tier. And then, obviously, all the way out there is Castle Volkar. Lovely neighbors to have if you like some people who like to eat blood. But without further ado, let's actually get into this now. Do keep in mind that because I have to pickpocket and quote-unquote steal the key, none of the things inside of there will be owned by me, but do keep in mind that all of that will be accessible and storable, and, you know, so on and so forth. So, the first thing that we come to right here is the massive front gate that we have access to right here. It's a beautifully done front gate that overlooks the nice ocean over here. We have a beautiful ocean breeze behind us, nice little bridge that leads us right over top of it, and we're right up here towards Solitude and the snowy area. Now, I am very happy to say that this castle wall is indeed, you know, part of Skyrim now. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. If we go ahead and toggle collision, this entire section is actually in Skyrim now. It's protecting what's behind the walls, which is the Dragonborn Keep and the Dragonborn Castle Town. Because that's right, this is not just a regular home showcase, nor is it just a regular home. It's an actual castle with a town, which is pretty cool. Now let's go into the Dragonborn Castle walls. And here we are, inside of the castle walls. Now, inside of the castle walls is a lively, kind of vibrant little area with a whole bunch of townspeople around here. Now, what's very nice about this mod is the fact that you can interact with all of these people. You can talk to the guards, you can talk to the salesmen, you know, a lot of the merchants, they have things to sell. And in the mod description, there's actually there's a list of merchants that actually have times out here in the world, and you can see up in the top left hand corner closed. We'll be back around 3 p.m. It's currently 12:32. They must be out on lunch, which is always nice to see. A very diverse and, you know, working market area. Kind of a nice thing to do. Not to mention you have access to selling things right at your own house. Now we have the castle barracks and the castle prison, if I'm not mistaken, but we're not going to check these parts out just because you can do that on your own. We're here to take a look at the massive castle that we have access to live in. Now, just as I put in front of the video, the Dragon Rising quest is the first quest that you can do with, what is it, where you get the golden dragon claw from Bleak Falls Barrow. So once you do that, the courier should come up to you and give you the letter. I had to do a little bit of research on that just to make sure that I was correct on that, but if it doesn't, then you can just do all of the little troubleshooting things that I did before and go from there. But over here, looks like we've got another building. We have the Sleeping Dragon Inn. Always nice to see an inn for those travelers that want a place to rest their heads. It looks like a really neat place, not to mention the buildings. They're very, very different looking. The steel blade, this is the blacksmith with all of your smithing stuff outside. The buildings look very different. I've really never seen anything that looks like this. The Enchanted Alchemist, and it's got a really cool dome right there. Do you see that? Now, I don't know if you can see that on the inside, because I've actually never seen the inside of these buildings, but do please let me know down there in the comment section if you guys do decide to download this mod. Let me know what it looks like in the inside there, but let's actually get into the meat and potatoes of this castle, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and walk in through the big front door, and I just love the front entrance of this castle. It might be a little barren. I think it could use a little bit more lighting right here, but let's head in. And here we are, inside of kind of what I would say is the Grand Hall. Now, the Grand Hall is home to, looks like a traveling bard right there. And we've also got our steward right there. Now, because I don't have... Here, take this. I hope you like it. What are you giving to me? An Orcish war axe. Perfect. Thank you. Not sure why you gave that to me, but I'll take it. Wait, can I talk to you? No, okay. But we'll go and pickpocket the key right off of him, and we'll get access to the rest of the home. Now, like I said, you guys can access this home as long as the courier gives you, the mission to do and everything like that. But let's go ahead and break this down in typical Ryan Team fashion, shall we? So here at the front door, almost, we've got our gigantic stone throne, the throne of the Dragonborn, with a very large dragon back there. A beautiful looking one, might I add. Now, we've got a couple ways to go. We have to the right, and we have to the left. We're going to go to the right first, because I prefer the right way over the left. Hello there. Alright, so here we are in the right wing of the castle. Now here, there's quite a few different ways to go, but it actually brings us down into the dining hall. That's exactly what the door said on it, but here is where you can actually host your own feast for the visitors to the castle. In the mod description, it tells you just exactly how to do it once you've completed the quest and the home is indeed yours. Now like I said, it's going to say steal everything just because I don't actually own this place, but think of it as if I'm renting it and none of this stuff is actually mine. But a couple extra doors over here, and we'll continue to walk through here. It looks like most of the people have kind of the Fruity Pebble face, but, I could get over that. Maybe some other people cannot. But looks like through here we have our very large kitchen. Holy Jesus, I didn't expect it to be this big. And I love the decor in here. It's nice and dark, but it's also well lit and warm feeling, and I really, really like that over in this corner. Very, very cool. Lots and lots of loose food for you to go ahead and take off the shelves. Kind of always nice to see. I'm a sucker for dynamic storage, or I'm not a dynamic storage. I'm a sucker for dynamic clutter that's static, but I think this does look pretty nice with stuff that you can take off the walls and everything like that. Automatic closing doors is very nice. I kind of wish they would open on automatically, but that is a-okay. This seems to be maybe a storage room, maybe like a smaller kitchen, and then maybe an area for some of the people here that live here to sleep. Maybe something like that, not sure. But there was another doorway besides the kitchen, and it was this way, I believe. Or was that the way that we just came in? I think that was the way that we just came in. So yeah, looks like that's all the doors for down here. Any more doors over here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, perfect. So that was everything in the dining hall. Dining hall is obviously where the kitchens are at and everything like that. It's all pretty good. But now we can go ahead and head back through here, and I think here is where the other door was at. Yes, so this unlocks the upstairs. Now the upstairs, the decor changes dramatically. It's still got the very cold stone and warm lighting throughout the entire thing, but it's got this wooden ceiling, which is a very nice change in these nice Whiterun-esque doors that you see all throughout Whiterun. Now this area, I would imagine, / I would call this maybe just a storage area, because there's quite a few chests, lots and lots of chests, cupboards, everything like that. Wardrobes back here. Lots and lots of areas right here. And it looks maybe to be the Dragonborn storeroom. I almost said stone room. But the storeroom is probably where you can store pretty much anything that you ever need in any of these boxes. Chests, you've got chests on the walls, all of that good stuff. So I don't really think you're ever going to run out of storage in this castle, which is always nice. Now we're going to go ahead and continue to move through. We came from that direction, and if we move this way, we have yet another doorway on our right. If we go ahead and walk through here, this is cool. Look at this. It's an indoor garden area, complete with your own gardener's picked ingredients, and it does indeed respawn. So look at that. You have access to a whole bunch of extra stuff. And it seems that there's a gardener inside of the castle that could possibly maybe go out and pick up, or pick this and put it inside of there. That might be kind of a neat thing. Kind of reminds me of Castle Shellblad, if that's the case. But let's see. Looks like we have one more thing down here. Oh, the plot thickens. We continue to move through. So another door right here. This is... What is this? Oh, is this the shrine room? Yep, indeed. Look at that. So just like the Solitude kind of chapel that we have, and we've seen all before, you've got all of the shrines right here, so you can, pray and remove diseases and grab the boons from each of them. And then right here, whoa, Shrine of the Dragonborn. Okay, so what does this do? Let's see. What does it say? Yes, I am indeed in God mode, but let's see. Reduces shout cooldown by 50% for 2 days. Oh, would you look at that? Now, isn't that nice? Okay, perfect. So that reduces your shout time. Hell, that's even worth it just for this frickin' castle. Alright, and then last door down here. Where does this lead? That leads out to the Dragonborn castle. Most likely outside. It there a secondary entrance that I didn't see? Hello. What's your name? Fenris? Hello. Good to see you. Oh, he's the gardener. Would you look at that? Is this just like a little garden? It is. It's like a little courtyard. I kind of like that. It's kind of like an indoor-outdoor living. If only there was like a little patio to tie us through. But that's kind of neat. Just kind of a neat little area out there to hang out. That's kind of nice. So we've seen the upstairs, we've seen the dining hall, we've seen the kitchen, and we have seen maybe like a servant's quarter or, you know, like a miniature kitchen, as well as the garden, the area where the gardener is at, and then, you know, a couple of other places in there. But there's still the other door on the other side. Not to mention, once you own this place, all of these people become, you know, interactable with NPCs. And as you saw, even if I didn't own the place, I could still buy things from some of the NPCs, which is always nice. Now, I did take a sneak peek on this way, and this is actually the way to one of my favorite things in Skyrim. And for those of you that already follow me and know, it's the bathhouse. Of course it's the damn bathhouse. I gotta freak out over the bathtub. That's typical Ryantian fashion. Look at this shit. This thing is bigger than some people's pools, and it's the bathhouse. And boy, is it a deep one. You feel clean and healthy after bathing. Very, very nice. And look at that. It's pretty damn deep for a freaking bathtub. If I can swim without my feet touching the ground, that's more of a pool than a damn bathtub. But I guess to each their own. Nice little seating areas over here. Very, very nice little kind of flowery pots everywhere. It's really, really nice. Just gives it a very relaxing zen feel. But let's move back into the keep and we'll go upstairs and see probably my favorite parts of the castle. Now, I gotta say, the kitchen should be my favorite because I'm fat, but, you know, if we go ahead and go up here, I'm sure you're all waiting to see what's up here, and I'm sure a lot of you already know what's up here. Yes, indeed, it's the bedroom, but the bedroom is not just a bedroom in this castle. No, 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 no. That wouldn't suit the people who live here. No, in fact, it doubles, in fact, triples as quite a few things. So, this is our bedroom. Kind of bigger than some people's homes, but, you know, it's whatever. To each their own. It's a castle. You gotta go all out. Lovely hearth over here where you can have a glass of wine, snuggle up with a good book with your significant other, grab one from the bookcase for the bookworms of Skyrim. Tons and tons, but guess what? It gets better for you damn bookworms, because over here, through door number 1, is a grand library. That's right, it's pulling out some Hogwartsian shit inside of here, and I gotta say, out of the libraries that I've showcased in homes before, this one is kind of taking the cake for looking the best. It really reminds me of Hogwarts, and it just screams, I'm going to sit in here for 10 years and read every single book, you know. It's a very cool section, very cool area, and if you'll notice, you can take everything off of the stands. Now, speaking of that, you can also take the rare crown, which is the finished crown of Baron Zaya, which is kind of cool. And, you know, there's a couple of rare stones around here, indeed. The rare gems, the same ones that you get for the stones of Baron Zaya for the quest for the Thieves Guild, which is kind of cool. Now, as we move through, we have 2 other doors, but let's see what we got in this door. Door number 2? Oh, yeah, that's right. What castle would be complete without an armory? Of course. And an armory with moving mannequins, you know, it's whatever. But as we see, we have smithing over here as well as tanning. And then we have a whole freaking butt-ton of armor mannequins and armor storage, as well as weapon plaques and looks to be shield racks. Now, the one thing that I don't see a whole lot of are weapon racks. The weapon racks that you normally see in any armory, you know, the long, kind of slender-looking ones that you can just stick a sword or a bow in and it displays it dynamically, not seeing a whole lot of those. In fact, I'm not seeing any of those, which is it's a bummer for someone who always loves to display their weapons on weapon racks. But then again, you do have a left weapon rack and a right weapon rack with a shield in the middle, so I suppose that's where it makes up for it. And then all of the, you know, storage that you can store extra pieces in case you have a piece of shit one, or you have a crafting set, or anything like that. But moving swiftly through the home, we're about to finish off here in the bedroom with the last door on the left. This goes into the Dragonborn castle. Now, this door, if I remember correctly, goes outside to get another little kind of courtyard area where you can just kind of chill out. This is your own private garden. This is not the garden that the gardener has access to. This is not the one where you can have any maids out here or anybody to entertain you unless you bring them up yourself. This is just your kind of quiet reading garden. Maybe it's your little zen garden. Come out here with a glass of wine, a bottle of mead, just get yourself shit-faced, puke into a plant, and go back in and run your castle, you know? But Of course, this is a bedroom. Where the hell's the bed? Well, that's coming. Right up the stairs to the left, we come up into a little walkway. What do you know? There's still not even a bed. But worry not, because if you come around this corner, one of the prettiest bedrooms I have seen is it's unveiled right here. Look at that. I wanted to say it in the most climactic way ever, but it came out so completely poorly. But that's okay. A little bit of a nice hearth over here with some seating areas. Another stone of Baranzaya right here, which is always kind of cool to see. A very large double bed for yourself and your significant other. And then obviously the regular cupboard, the desk with the study over here. You know, kind of boring stuff. Sounds like I'm yawning, kind of am, because it's, you know, it's kind of boring. But I will say it is kind of nice to have everything just laid out in here. But the icing on the cake is a spell tome to return to the castle. So if you're in the heat of battle, you don't have to worry about fast traveling while enemies are there. You can just fast travel and boom, you're right back home. Now, I do believe that's everything that this home has to offer, and as far as castles go, it's far more quaint than a lot of the castles that we've seen in the past. I'm talking about you, Shellblade Castle. I'm talking about you, Raven Castle. I'm talking about you too, Dragoncliff Manor. All of these freaking homes that we've seen in the past have been ornate to every single stretch of the imagination, but this one tones that back quite a bit, and I can appreciate the efforts that the mod author has taken and done with this home. Now, as far as castles, if I would use it, absolutely. Would I use it over another castle? Maybe not, because there isn't as much functionality as a Dragoncliff Manor or as a Castle Shellblade. But overall, something that I've always stressed and said in my mod showcases is even if you don't use the building, this would be a dope freaking addition to Skyrim to just stumble upon and never have found before. How neat would that be? So guys, I very much hope that you enjoyed today's, not little mod showcase, but big mod showcase on the wonderful Dragonborn Castle. And without further ado guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.